The political consultative meeting.
What's going to happen inside China is going to affect.
One of the example of the China.
Hello everyone, welcome to eTalk, where we talk about the 5 E's: Earth, environment, economy, education, and energy. Today I am pleased to be joined by 3 experts. Firstly, we have Yasir from Pakistan, who has an international relations degree and is an international relations analyst. To my right, we have Ala from Egypt, who is a business journalist, and then we have Abdullah from Morocco, who is a power engineer. Thank you for joining. Talks about the Belt and Road Initiative, even in the foreign minister's press conference. There was a heavy emphasis on Global South development and the Belt and Road. The third forum will also be held this year. So can you talk a little bit about, if there's any cases of Belt and Road projects that left an impression on you?
One of the most remarkable case from the China laws. This infrastructure has linked like China with the Southeast Asia countries, and will bring a lot of investment to both sides. Also, it will open tourist railways, like it will be easy to travel to those countries, and this is one of the example of the China cooperation with the neighbor countries.
So Ala, coming to you, any specific cases that are noteworthy for you in your observation?
For me, as an Egyptian, we have like a big cooperation with China, and like as a part of Belt and Road Initiative, we have a lot of companies working there in a new capital.
Right.
The Egyptian new capital.
Okay, very interesting. And Yasir, for you, what examples?
See, I think what is unique about Belt and Road Initiative is that it is specifically made for the developing countries. And be it Africa or elsewhere, the problems are similar. Let's, for example, there are few prerequisites for any underdeveloping states to prosper. And one of them is the problem of infrastructure. They lack infrastructure. Second is the energy issues. And the third one is FDI. And if you see in a bigger picture, so when Chinese enterprises, they pump in huge money in other country, that actually strengthens the health of economy in the first place. Second is Chinese are very good in terms of infrastructure, in terms of making roads. That's exactly what they did in Pakistan. And the third one is about energy. It is generally said that when energy goes higher, the economy goes higher. So in that particular context, I think this is a unique initiative which is specially made for developing nations, whereas previously, bigger powers, unlike China, they were not investing in human capital.
We see this perspective is so valuable for people from the outside or parts of the world that are not so much integrated with the Belt and Road projects to understand from a local perspective. So Abdullah, let's come to you. And this is all part of a process of modernization of the country, of China. What is your view of China's modernization so far?
I think China made like a very huge progress toward modernization. It's like the policy toward high quality technologies, a big step to make China independent toward like the Western technology. As we say, like the war that have been made by US by not letting several companies shipment toward China. This will help China be independent, and also will help like industry to recover.
It also gives an opportunity for the industry to develop at a faster pace, right?
Fast pace and create like more opportunities, more jobs, open this technology as affordable prices, because China like take into concerns like the other countries how much they can afford these technologies. It will reduce the cost and make it more affordable for a large amount of people.
Yeah.
I just want to add something about what you are said, Abdullah. That like China works really hard to change the stereotype about the Chinese product outside.
Yeah.
How they are producing the cheap product and not as quality as it is, or as it good in good qualities. And now they are getting big steps to produce high quality products. Right. With really high technology, not only the small products that used in like third world countries or the poor countries. They are now in Europe. I have a friend there. They really ask about the Chinese products by names.
The modernization of China, it has modernized its whole economic structure by leaps and bounds. And if we see, let's for example, artificial intelligence. Let's for example, the race for 5G technology, and let's for example, three main areas I see, like in terms of agriculture, the way China has modernized, no other country did in such short span of time. Medical sciences, the way China has modernized its whole health system is now it's competitive for the major economies. That how China has progressed.
But this is very interesting what you talked about. There are some countries that are doing isolationism, protectionism, and there are some countries that have criticized China. Of course, there's modernization, engagement, but they criticize that China's ability to be independent, domestic consumption oriented is a form of protectionism. Ala, what are your thoughts?
What they are criticized, competitor in the market.
Right.
New country growing up to be one of the biggest power in the world, because they have economic way to benefit the others. They have the soft power on another countries. They don't have bad experience with them. Right. They didn't invent any countries. They didn't generalize any country. They didn't. They were generalized by the others. So they just criticize being another country going up to fight them on the power over the world.
Can I add something to what Ala said? There is one more criticism which is very evident these days, and that you see over the media. We have seen, like, since the inception of Belt and Road Initiative, or any achievement which China comes up with, it's always being criticized over the media, whether it's print media, electronic media, or even social media. So instead of coming up with such smearing templates against China, I think it is important that those countries should come up with such initiatives or should come up with such policies which are competitive. No, they don't want to do this. They don't want to help the humanity. They don't want to come up with an initiative like, let's for example, Belt and Road Initiative. And let me tell you one important aspect. Most of the developing states, including Pakistan, are actually using Chinese investments and FDI to pay back to international financial institutions.
That's true. That's 80% of the debt IMF. Of developing.
So, which is so helpful for the rest of the countries. So it doesn't make, they are on such a flimsy ground to defame China on multi fronts.
Very true. And I think like this, with that, I mean, one thing to note also is that China's path to modernization has been one that has had positive implications with the global economies. And also you discussed the Belt and Road Initiative, the specifics of the two sessions, how these policies that are reflected on a yearly basis do set an interesting and insightful template for a people-oriented governance model. But we see very tangible, sustained progress on the Belt and Road Initiative so far. Let's hope that continues. Let's hope the agency of developing countries is further enhanced. And let's hope that modernization is a process to empower ordinary people regardless of where they are from. With that, thank you for watching. Thank you for speaking. Until next time.